Remember, he said he will discuss it with the CEO. Does it mean she's sleeping with the CEO? Think about it. There must be something behind it, Desmond said. So, what are you going to do now? I hope you are not going back to get that riffraff. Never, Desmond answered. We will wait. I believe the CEO will replace her name with your name. Once it's done, we won't have any problem again. But when they got to the reception area, Desmond was busy scanning the whole environment, wishing he could see Anabel. Unfortunately, he couldn't find her. As they strolled their way out of the building, Desmond felt like he had lost something precious. Anabel and the young janitor arrived to see Miss Jane, the company HR, yelling at the helpless janitors, though she was more focused on the older janitor who was in her 40s. The HR was on her 20s. You stupid janitors. Bunch of low-class people without hope? Your only job is to clean the floors and make sure the toilet is clean, and you guys can't even do that right. What is wrong with all of you? I'm so sorry, Jane, the older janitor pleaded. How dare you call me by my name? Anabel watched as the HR slapped the older woman across the face. Next time you will call me by my name, I will get you fired. Don't you have respect? I'm sorry, ma'am. It won't repeat again. The woman apologized. You pathetic bunch of slaves, losers without respect. She kicked the bucket containing dirty water. Now wipe the floor, let me watch. I will do it, ma'am. The older woman bent down to do it and Anabel held her arm, pulling her up. You don't have to do this. She's the one that kicked the bucket. Hey, who are you? The HR asked, shocked at Anabel's nerves. My name is Anabel. I'm the newly employed janitor, Anabel answered. Oh, I can see. A new janitor. I didn't remember requesting for another slave. I have enough of them here. Point of correction. We are workers just like you. We are not slaves. Why will you kick the bucket and tell her to wipe it? Is that not intimidation? Shut up. I can see you don't have manner. So because I kicked it, I should be the one to clean it. Is that what you mean? This is not how to train people, Anabel stated. Who are you to tell me how to do my job? You are just employed today, and you are taking to me. Do you really came here to teach me my job or to clean? The lady asked. I will advise you to be very careful before you lose your job. I have enough janitors already. I wonder why they even employed you. Now you, what are you waiting for? She turned to the older woman. Wipe all these things up now. Okay, ma'am, she replied and bent to clean it, and Anabel held her back again. Don't do that. She kicked the bucket intentionally. Forget it, miss. I'm used to it. This is not the first time. If I don't do it, I won't get my salary. She will cancel my salary and make me do extra works. Please don't put me to trouble. The woman bent down to clean it and the HR yelled again. Is that how you clean? I can see why you slaves are doing terrible work. Go down on your knees and wipe it well. With trembling hands, the woman went down on her knees and began to wipe the floor. This woman is older than you. Anabel spoke up. How could you be treating her this way? She's a human being like you. Human being on different level. In case you don't know, I'm the HR of this company, so be very careful how you talk to me. Talk to me with respect. You people are like slaves here, so I can treat all of you anyhow I wish, and no one will question me. I can see you derive joy in bullying others. What if I report you to the senior manager? Anabel said. Oh, I'm scared. She wants to report me to the senior manager. She mocked her. Reporting to the manager won't change anything. It will only get you into trouble. So don't even think of threatening me with that. I will deny you in front of the senior manager and file for false accusation. You know what it means. We have CCTV camera here. It will expose you, Anabel pointed out. Don't be stupid. I control the CCTV camera. None of these cameras is working. You are new here, so I'm not surprised. At this time, the older woman had finished cleaning. So think it's time to know if you really need this job, because I can see that you are stubborn. The HR continued. My shoe is dirty. Kneel down and clean it. Clean your shoe? Really? Anabel asked, surprised at her odd request. Yes, kneel down and clean my shoe. I won't repeat myself again, the HR warned. Cleaning your shoe is not part of my job. I'm employed to clean the floor and not your shoes, Anabel defended. Miss, you have to do whatever she says. We are poor, we don't have choice. If you don't do it, she will fire you, the older woman urged. Why will she fire me because I didn't clean her shoe? I'm not employed to clean her dirty shoes. She turned to the HR. I'm sure your hands are not paining you. If you can't clean your shoe, then leave it like that. I can see how arrogant you are. I will teach you a lesson you will never forget. I will show you who is the boss here, the HR threatened. Stop being stubborn, sis, it's just her shoe. It won't take anything. Just do it, the young janitor who called her urged. Anabel hesitated and grabbed the mop. You said I should clean your shoe, right? Anabel asked and brushed her shoes with the dirty mop. Oh my, what the fuck are you doing? She yelled as she quickly jolted back. Did you just wipe my shoe with this dirty smelling mop? How dare you? This is the only tools we work with. What are you expecting me to use? My hair? Anabel asked. All the janitors were shocked at her guts. In their mind, Anabel was dead already. This is madness. Do you know how much I bought this shoe? Do you know what brand is this? This shoe is over $100,000. You can't afford this, even if you do cleaning in your entire life. For this I will get you fired immediately with punishment. Please, Mom. She's just new and ignorant. I believe she went through hell like us to get this job. Please don't fire her. Forgive her. She will change, the older woman begged. You want me to forgive this poor brat who doesn't have respect for me? She's arrogant and doesn't deserve here. I will fire her and make sure she doesn't get any job in her entire life. The HR threatened. Anabel shrugged and folded her hands. Mom, please, don't take it serious. I will teach her how we work here. I promise she won't do it again. The older woman continues to plead on behalf of Anabel. I will only forgive her if she kneel down and apologize to me. Then clean my shoe properly. This time she will clean it with her dress, or I get her fired. Stop talking as if you can fire me with the snap of your finger. We have rules here, and you are the one breaking the rules. You deserve to be fired, and you will be fired by the end of today, Anabel said, and just then the manager walked in. Wow, manager, what bring you here? The HR asked. I heard your voice and decided to check what is happening. What is going on here? The manager asked. Manager, thank God you are here. You just in time. I'm going to expose the HR to you, even though she's going to be fired by the end of today, Anabel said. Expose? Getting fired? The manager asked. What do you want to expose? The HR is insulting and bullying us. This is not acceptable. She's abusing her powers as if she's a god over us. I think you should do something about it. Though she will be fired by the end of today, but now that you are here, maybe you should confront and fire her now. Abuse of powers? Insult staff. How dare you say that to your HR? The manager slapped her across the face. The HR is a good lady who is doing her job perfectly. And you, a janitor, is saying is abusing her powers? You even said she's going to be fired. Sir, did you just slapped me? I just reporting a serious issue, and you slapped me? Anabel asked while placing her palm over the hurting spot of her cheek. I will slap you over and over again. The HR is a good boss who is doing her work diligently. How dare you say such about her? You must be new here because I haven't seen your face before, the manager said. Today is her first day, and I think it will be her last. The HR smiled. You think? She's fired already. I'm going to make sure she's fired. The manager supported. You just bullied me and you are saying I will be fired? I'm sure you know that this company is looking into allegations of bully. You just bullied me now. Aren't you afraid that you are going to be fired? Anabel asked. Fired? I'm impressed by your guts, but you have to know that I'm the manager here. No one will fire me. Not even the senior manager. Only the CEO can. But who will report me to the CEO? The manager laughed. I says what happens here, and approves those that will be fired. And guess what? You are next. Both of you are going to regret this by the end of today, Anabel said. You are still talking? The manager asked. You are the one who will regret. By the end of today, your name will be erased from the data of this company. He turned to the HR. Come on, darling, let's go. Is that how they bully minors? Anabel asked after the HR and the manager went out of view. Yeah, we are used to it already. My mother is sick, and she needs to undergo surgery. I have no choice, the older woman said. Have you requested for the healthcare benefit allowance card? Anabel asked. Yeah. It's over 2 months and I've not received any feedback from the HR. She's the one in charge, the woman replied. How can she be so wicked? Is the manager aware? Anabel asked. Yes, he's aware, she answered. What about the senior manager? No one talks to the senior manager. We are not allowed to complain to him, she replied. Why not visit the HR today and remind him? Anabel suggested. And just then, the older woman received a call. Your mother's health is at risk. You need to pay up for the surgery or you will have your daughter to blame. A feminine voice spoke from the other side of the phone. The older woman was about to say something and the call went off. I just received a call from the hospital. They said my mother's health have changed and needed to undergo surgery immediately. I will visit the HR once I'm done cleaning. Anabel could see how scared and sore she looked. Yes, you need to. Tell her it's urgent. Few hours later, the older woman stepped into the HR office. She was done with her cleaning routine. The manager was talking with the HR romantically when she walked in. Hey, what are you doing here? She scolded her. Can't you see I'm with someone? I'm sorry, ma'am, but it's urgent. I received a call that my mother's health have worsened. Please, I need the health benefit card for the surgery. It's not ready yet, the HR replied. It normally takes 1 week to get approved. It's over 2 months now. Please give it to me. My mother needs this card for her surgery, she begged. Do you really think you deserve the card? You are just a janitor. No one gives a shit about you. You are just a slave here. That card have over $500,000. I will not give it to you, the HR said. Now get the hell out of my office. Please, ma'am, don't do this to me. I will lose my mother if you don't give it to me, the woman begged. You are in your 40s. Your mother must be old. Why will we waste that huge amount of money on her? The HR said. My mum will clock 60 years by next 2 months. My mum is everything to me. She's precious to me. Please, help me, she continued to beg. Anabel was walking across the office and heard their voice. She turned towards the office. Oh, I can see. Your mum was 15 when she gave birth to you, the manager said. She must be a product of a single mother. Poor people, the HR added. Please, this is not time for this. My mother's health is at stake. Just give me the money, let me go. Oh, are you demanding for it? Do you think it's your right? This is just a privilege. You have to beg for it. Go down on your knees and beg for it, the HR said, and Anabel watched as the woman knelt down immediately. I'm begging you, please. I need this card. My mother is dying, she begged with tears. Manager, do you think we should give her? The HR asked the manager. The money is huge, but as good persons we are, let's pity her and give it to her, the manager said. Good, let's get it. The HR nodded and opened her drawer. The woman was happy, seeing that she will be able to save her mum finally. The HR got the card and stretched out her hand. Here is the card. The woman stretched her hand to take it, and she withdrew his hand. What happened? I thought you wanted to give it to me. You really think so? The HR asked. You pathetic janitor. You can never have the card. Your mother can rot in hell. No one cares. I will commit suicide if you don't give it to me. Is that a treat? The HR asked. Stop talking as if you are anything special. You are just a pieces of shit. No one cares. You can jump right off a bridge, and nothing will change. We will just replace you with another poor fellow. Anabel couldn't take it, and decided to come it. Why are you belittling her? Hey, who called you here? I thought you have been blacklisted to be fired, the manager asked. I guess I've not been fired yet. Why are you doing this to her? Give her the card. She's entitled to it, Anabel said. Shut up, newcomer, the HR shouted at her. Don't let me punish you before kicking you out. Mind how you talk to the manager. Don't mind her. She's never a treat. Besides, she will be leaving soon. This is unacceptable. She's a full-time worker. You can't deny her the card. Her mother is dying. Health allowance card is meant for top workers. And for feeling entitled, you give me no choice than to destroy it, the manager said and bent the card, then twisted it till it broke into 2. Now, what will you do? Report to the senior manager, or to the CEO? Why will you do this to me? The woman cried and fell on the floor. It was as if her life had ended. There was no hope anymore. This is the highest of it. 2 of you will pay for this. I will make sure they company sanctioned 2 of you. When you are leaving today, this is the last day you will step into this company, the HR said. Please get up. I will help you. She tried to pull her up, but she couldn't. I'm going to help you pay the bill. This statement caused the HR and the manager to burst into laughter. The poor wants to help the poor. How ridiculous. The HR mocked. How will you help me? You just started work, the woman asked. At this moment, Anabel decided to reveal herself. She couldn't keep up with the act. This is my card. She brought out her black card. I have enough money to help you. Black card, the HR said and snatched it from her. A janitor with a black card? She laughed. There is only 10 people in the world who have this card. How can a stinky janitor own this card if she doesn't steal it? The manager said. So you are not only a janitor, you are also a thief. This is your first day at work, and you have started stealing already. Where did you get that card? The HR asked. I'm not a thief. The card is mine. Give it back to me, Anabel demanded. Just shut up, you thief. I'm going to get you arrested once we finish investigation, the HR said, and just then, Mr. Lesnar, the director, who is also a shareholder of the company, walked in. What is happening here? He asked. Take a good look at this card. The HR handed the card to Mr. Lesnar. This newly employed janitor is claiming it's hers. Can you imagine? The director checked the card. This must be my missing premium black card. The director knew it wasn't his, though he thought she stole it. He wanted to use it against her. He had blackmailed 2 workers to become this personal sex object. Anabel was beautiful enough to be in his list. I said it. A poor janitor like you cannot have access to the black card. You started work today, and you have started stealing already, the HR said. He's lying. The card is mine. Anabel turned to the director. Mr. Lesnar, do you have any proof that you are the owner of this card? I don't have to prove anything to you. You are just a janitor, Mr. Lesnar relied. Maybe I should confirm from the bank to know who is really the owner, Anabel said and took out her phone. They were surprised when they saw she was holding an iPhone 16 Pro Max. She must have stolen this one as well, the HR mumbled. Anabel was about to call, and Mr. Lesnar broke the card. How dare you broke my card, Anabel yelled, and he slapped her across the face. This is the second time she was receiving a slap. How dare you shout at me, you thief? You don't have respect? You just made the biggest mistake of your life by breaking my black card. You are still talking? The manager asked. You should be apologizing and begging me not arrest you for stealing my card. You think she will apologize? This one is stubborn, the HR said. I will advise you to come to my office so I will tell you what to do. So I won't take this matter to another level. You know what I mean? If you satisfy me well, maybe, just maybe, I will forgive you, the director said, and the manager smiled. She must be good on bed. So this is what you do? Anabel asked. The choice is yours, the director replied. You will never see me in your office. Anabel paused. What am I even saying? In few minutes you won't have office here again. What do you mean? Get me fired? A janitor? The director laughed. Stop dreaming, little girl. This is real. Reality. I'm the director and shareholder, and you are a poor janitor. I know you got this job by satisfying one of the top workers. You haven't seen the only daughter of the CEO, have you? Anabel asked. No, why? Because I'm the daughter, Anabel replied, and they bursted into laughter. You, poor janitor that just started working? I just disguised myself to confirm the rumors and allegations, and I can confirm it's true. Wait, the woman spoke up. You are the boss-only daughter. Yes. Do you know any other bully in this company? Because I'm done investigating, Anabel asked. No, only these three. What do you even take us like? You think we believe you? You can never be Sir Orton's daughter, the HR said. You are about to find out because I will call my dad, and he will come here. All of you will be fired. She's claiming that the CEO is her dad? How funny, the manager said. Anabel dialed his dad's number. Dad, I want you to come to the company. She must be calling her poor daddy to save her, the HR said, and they began to laugh. You need to come now. They are bullying me, Anabel said, and the HR snatched the phone from her ear and smashed it on the phone. Oh my, you has destroyed my phone? A stolen phone, not yours, the manager replied. Where will you get the money to buy that kind of phone if not that you stole it? They were still talking when the distant hum of helicopters and the cacophony of sirens filled the air. The HR's eyes darted to the window. What's going on? Is like it's the CEO. Anabel's smile grew as she saw them panicking. A convoy of 20 luxury cars pulled up outside, surrounding the building. A helicopter thundered overhead, its rotor wash rattling windows. The director's face paled. It can't be. The CEO is here. Watch out for part 4. Subscribe to our channel and turn on your notification.